The Old Firm derby is coming up this weekend, and there is a lot in the build-up to the match. In today's video, we'll discuss some of it, whilst also going through why Rangers have hit an £18 million jackpot after a recent reveal. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Just a quick one guys before we do get into today's video. If Rangers win on Sunday, will the title race be back on? Do comment yes or no in the comment section below. Goldson has admitted that Rangers have fallen back to square one after recent successes built under the leadership of Steven Gerrard and Giovanni van Bronckhorst. The Ibrox outfit won their first Scottish Premiership title in 10 years when they lifted the league trophy back in 2021 when Gerrard was in charge. The club would then progress into the Europa League final and landed the Scottish Cup under Van Bronckhorst when Gerrard opted to exit Glasgow for the Premier League with Aston Villa last season. Goldson believes Rangers have had numerous opportunities to capitalise on their successes, but he feels the players' management and the club as a whole has failed in those ambitions. He said, "Someone spoke to me the other day about the amount I have won, and if you play X amount of games after 8 years, do I think I've been close to a legend or a Hall of Fame? And I said I haven't won enough. But at the same time, it goes hand in hand when I think back to a team I came here to without being disrespectful. The club and how far we were behind, we have come a hell of a long way. It's only in Scotland that we have come second or lose a cup final, we forget how far we have come." Goldson added, "I don't want to say this wrong as it will cause a bad headline, but when we have won I think that we haven't pressed on, and that's everything as a club. As a club we could have done more, and now we are back to square one. And I get all the whole frustration of the fans that we haven't kicked on and won after 55 and gone on 156 and 57. After the Scottish Cup final last season, we have to go and win it this year, or our season's maybe going to be no trophies. We got to a European final last season and lost, and then the season after that we're not top of the league. There are so many ups and downs that have happened, it's frustrating. I feel I should have won more." Just a quick one before we get back into the video guys, we've released our brand new merchandise. We've got our Graham Souness Tim Scalping t-shirts, along with our Michael Beale Stan Smith tees. Do shop the collection by going to rfcclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. Let's get back into today's video. Charlie Adam has slated the decision for there no to be away fans in the remaining league matches between Celtic and Rangers this season. The former Ibrox midfielder was left disappointed with the fan lockout for the Scottish Premiership fixtures, starting with the match at Parkhead on Saturday. Away allocations were previously cut to around 700 away supporters, but now neither club will have backing when playing at home of their rivals. For Adam, it's a shambolic situation, and he claimed it will take a serious drive for the Rangers players on Saturday to compete in front of a sold-out Celtic-only crowd. He told PLZ Soccer, "I think the no-fan situation has become a bit of a shambolic thing over the years. I was fortunate enough to play at Celtic Park when it was full of both sets of supporters, and I think it's taken a little bit of a shine away from the game. But the clubs now have the decision to go without away supporters for the next 2 games, but the Rangers players will need to handle it because they haven't got that away support. I think it will be difficult for Rangers players, but they haven't been in that situation many times before in previous years. They can only focus on what happens on the pitch. If they perform well, then they give themselves a chance of winning the match." On the way fan a lockout, Ange Postecoglou previously commented, "I'm not totally across all the details, I'm sure the club's handling that. I've said in the past I think it makes for a better spectacle with away fans. This decision has been made, I guess, with all the information at hand." Michael Beale also said, "It impacts it because it's very hostile when you go. I think the referees are under a huge amount of pressure. Even having just a few fans is better than none, I would say. You'd rather always have some fans, even if it was just a small amount. I just think it adds flavour to the game, and again, it puts pressure on the referee if you have a large crowd in favour of one team." Rangers banked £18.1 million from their Europa League run to the final last season, UEFA have revealed in their annual financial report. The Ibrox side made it all the way to the final in Seville last May before agonisingly losing on penalties to the Bundesliga side Eintracht Frankfurt. UEFA's financial report for last season reveals how they would distribute their prize money, with each club receiving a starting fee to play in the competition, along with money for wins and draws and further funds due to the TV market pool, the team's coefficient standing and subsequent progress. Rangers' final prize fund saw them receive £3.15 million from a starting fee, £800,000 for their coefficient, £2.5 million for their TV market pool, £2.1 million for their group stage performance, £430,000 for their knockout round win, £1.5 million for their round of 16 win, another £1.5 million win for their quarter-final win, £2.5 million for their semi-final win, and £4 million for being runners-up. Additionally, each club received more money with UEFA's Europa League surplus share, pushing Rangers' tally up to £18.1 million. Winners Eintracht Frankfurt received a bumper prize money payment of £33.3 million, with their far more lucrative TV pool increasing their final tally. Celtic ended up getting £9 million for being eliminated in the group stages of the competition, and they also received a further £200,000 for losing in the UEFA Conference League knockout round to Bodo Glimt. Neither side received any Champions League prize money because both lost in the qualifying rounds. Rangers can expect a bumper payment next season despite their Champions League nightmare this term. The report revealed that last season each group stage team earned on average of £53.4 million, even the lowest Moldovans' share of Trabzonspor earning £20.7 million. Rangers have confirmed striker Juan Alegre has departed the club despite having time left on his contract. The Colombian frontman spent the first part of the season on loan at Falkirk, where he netted 6 goals in 16 games in League One. Alegre was then recalled by Rangers in January, and the club have today confirmed that he will return to the club that he was signed from. A statement read, "Rangers can today confirm that Juan Alegre has joined FC Honka on a permanent transfer for an undisclosed fee. We wish Juan all the best for the future." Alegre has signed a 3-year deal at Rangers from FC Honka in Finland back in August of 2021. On Instagram, the striker said his farewells to the club. He said, "Thanks to everyone who helped me so much better at Rangers. Thanks so much to my friends from the kitchen staff, laundry room, kit room, physio room, and finally to the best fans as I have so far in my sport career. It was really good to meet some of you and share some good moments beside you. Football rolls just like a ball in life. At some point in life, we will meet again. My goals do not stop. I continue to strengthen myself for what I've prepared for in this process, and I will achieve it." Giovanni van Bronckhorst has revealed he's enjoying himself too much as a Feyenoord fan to think about getting back into management. The Dutch coach was axed by Rangers in November despite leading them to the Europa League final in the summer and winning the Scottish Cup. Van Bronckhorst led Rangers into the Champions League group stages this season, but the tournament turned into a nightmare as his side lost every match and made unwanted history by recording the worst campaign in the competition's history. The axe fell when he was 9 points behind Celtic, which Rangers still are going into this weekend's Old Firm game, and he spent his time watching his former club Feyenoord. He led the Rotterdam side to the Eredivisie back in 2017 and won 2 Dutch Cups, and he's revealed he's enjoying watching them this season with Feyenoord 8 points clear of rivals Ajax at the top of the league. He said, "I can tell you honestly that I've really enjoyed experiencing these successes as a supporter. I can be a little bit more emotional. I'm going to watch Feyenoord as much as I can. The nice thing for me is that you know what those matches mean for the players, coaches and staff, and not only the derbies but also the European matches. It's a good time to be a Feyenoord player. The club know what winning prizes means and what it entails. We won 5 trophies in 4 years. We never get used to winning, but you do learn what it takes and what it means. I like the unity I saw in the club from the technical staff to the bus driver. I also recognise that in the current Feyenoord that the club is ready for the title. When you are a manager, as soon as they go onto the pitch, you lose them as a coach, and you have to hope you have instructed them well enough. I know from experience what those guys have to deal with, especially now. They get into the situations where everybody starts talking about the title. I know Rotterdam, but they are also constantly confronted with it in the media. Perhaps it's an advantage that Feyenoord currently have as many foreign players because they don't look at the media as much, but even they will probably be aware because the city is going crazy. Rangers fans, what are your thoughts on the money we landed from UEFA? And do you think we can win the league if we beat Celtic this weekend? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.